there, my name is Mrs. Kling and I am a chemistry teacher here at Cocalico High School. I'm teaching community chemistry and forensics this semester, and I just wanted to introduce myself to you, let you know kind of how I do things, and let you know that I am here if you have any questions. So pretty much what you see is what you get with me and with my class. I'll tell you that one of the things that we do is we do a fair amount of labs. We do hands-on learning. In the intro to forensics class, the first thing that we're going to do is a crime scene documentation. It's pretty interesting. It's hands-on. We're going to go find some evidence, collect it, and then we're going to find out what the scientists in a forensic laboratory are going to do, which leads me to what we're going to do in community chemistry. So there are some really specific techniques that we have to use, and you learn about those techniques in chemistry. One of the first labs that we will be doing this week is the separation lab, where the students learn how to separate a mixture. Then they learn how to do filtration and evaporation. They learn how to light a Bunsen burner, how to adjust the burner, and we will learn about matter in chemistry by doing these different experiments. So I'm really more about doing than memorizing. There are some things we have to memorize, of course, but it's a whole lot easier when we do these things. Now, to that end, there's not going to be a whole lot of book learning and a whole lot of homework and notes to memorize. So that may be very different than what you may have experienced in previous science courses. This is one of the areas where we actually do experiential learning. Because of that, there's not an awful lot of homework either. Now, when assignments are due, I'm going to make sure that they're in PowerSchool. The code that I use is if an assignment has been done for homework, I'm going to give a green check mark, meaning it has been collected. If you have an assignment and your student has a green check mark, they did it, it looked good, I don't grade those homework assignments. I look at them and I give them immediate feedback so they know if they're doing it right or not, because I don't give busy work and I don't want them to practice making mistakes. So that's what the green check mark means when it says it's collected. If it says it is incomplete, that means that your son or daughter has done the assignment, but there's something wrong with it. Either it wasn't finished, or more than likely they did it, but they missed a really important piece. That's when they are going to want to go back into the assignment and look at the feedback and figure out what happened. Because again, I don't want you to practice doing something the wrong way. So that's what an incomplete means. It doesn't mean that they didn't do it. It means they did it, but there's a problem and they need to spend some time attending to whatever's wrong. If the assignment says it's missing, that means that the day I checked it, it wasn't done. Either they didn't have it with them, it was missing for some reason. If there was a reason given, I usually note that in PowerSchool. It'll be listed as a comment. I don't typically go back and fix all of those missing things. But if you see a lot of missing things and you want to know, hey, is my child doing what they're supposed to do? Send me an email and I can let you know. Okay. Now, as far as assignments that are graded, those would be mostly projects, tests, and quizzes. But the project stuff, because a lot of what we do in forensics and community chemistry is project-based. If the project is not turned in when it is due, they get a grace period until midnight that night. Usually I have it due at 3 o'clock. The grace period is until midnight. As far as my late policy, I will take assignments late for a week. After that, I don't take them. And I want to give you my rationale behind that. So if you have your cell phone bill and you don't pay it on time, they give you a grace period. After that grace period, you get assessed a late fee. So my late fee is 10% a day. But at some point, your cell phone company is going to turn off your service. For me, the end of service is going to be 1 week. If that assignment isn't done within a week, then whatever feedback I give you on the assignment is really not going to be helpful to you. And so I will still give you the feedback, but I will not grade that assignment. And I tell you that at the beginning of this semester, and I've told your students this from the very first day. I won't take work more than a week late. At the end of the semester or the end of the marking quarter, I don't want to have them pulling out wrinkled papers from their backpack, handing them to me and saying, will you grade this? Because at that point, the learning isn't happening. They're just trying to get enough points to pass. My focus is not on them passing. My focus is on them learning. Now, the natural consequence of them learning is that they will pass the course. But I'm not going to just do the little bean counting, get just enough points to pass. Okay, so they need to know that. They have been told that from day one. So they are aware that that's the way I do things, and that's the policy. So I don't usually end up taking a whole lot of late work. I just want to make sure that I'm communicating with you as the parents as well. It's in my syllabus. I've told the students, now I'm letting you know. As far as the projects and things that we're doing, they aren't terribly overwhelming. They're not huge projects. Mostly they're going to be the labs. Sometimes it's the formal lab write-up. Sometimes it might be a presentation related to the lab. Those are some of the kinds of things that I'm going to use to assess that they are connecting what they're learning with a real situation. That's my goal, and I am here to help. I'll be here after school on Monday. That's pretty much my makeup day. Thursdays, I can also be here. I'll be doing a little bit of academic support on Wednesdays once we are all in the building 5 days a week. But if you send me an email, just let me know what's happening, and I'll make sure that I communicate with you as well. And I just see nothing but positive things for the rest of this semester. I am so excited to have your kids here with us 4 days a week, 5 days a week. It's just going to be nice to have them back in the building. So if you need to get a hold of me for any reason, my email is mkling@cocalico.org. And if I'm emailing you, you'll probably see the subject line, a Cocalico chemistry hello from Mrs. Kling, or a Cocalico forensics hello from Mrs. Kling. That way you know what's coming and it's not going to hopefully end up in your spam. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great evening. And if you have any questions or comments, just send me an email. Thank you.